Hello everyone, welcome to the online biology classes for HS second year. I am Sukanya Roy and today we are going to start with the first lecture on the chapter Bioresources of Assam. In this chapter, we are basically going to deal with the different types of resources of Assam which have biological origin. Okay. That is, we are going to study about the living wealth of our Assam. So, first of all, let us start our class with the plant resources of Assam. Under this topic, we will study about the different types of plant resources which are grown and found in the state of Assam. Under this, we will be studying about three different types of plant resources. The first one is about the timber yielding plants. The second one, which we will study under this topic, is about the medicinal plants. And the third one, which we will study, is about the fiber yielding plants. So let's start with the first type, that is the timber yielding plants. So the timber yielding plants are those which actually helps in the production of wood of commercial importance. Okay, so the plants which helps to produce wood, which in turn is required for the different types of commercial purposes, are termed as timber yielding plants. Let us take a look at the table where the different important timber yielding plants of Assam has been given. The first one, you can see that sal plant is given. Okay, the common name of the plant is, or the tree is, sal tree, and the scientific name for this is Shorea robusta. Okay, it belongs to the family Dipterocarpaceae, and the uses of this type of tree is that it makes excellent frames for the doors and windows of our houses. Okay, also it can be used for different types of construction purposes like bridge building, boat making, and this type of the type of wood from this tree is actually known, okay, or is very famous for its strength and durability. Clear? Next is the teak tree, and the scientific name for this is Tectona grandis. It belongs to the family Verbenaceae and is extensively used in the different types of construction purposes like house building, bridge building, and also to make the furniture and railway sleepers. Clear? Number 3 is Indian rosewood, which is scientifically termed as Dalbergia sisu, and it belongs to the family Fabaceae, which is also known as Leguminosae. This plant, that is Indian rosewood, produces a very high quality of wood which is used for the construction purposes like construction of boats, carriages, and different types of furniture, cabinet, plywood, etc. The next is Gamhar, which is commonly known as heel teak or gomari, and the scientific name is Gimelina arborea, and it belongs to the family Verbenaceae. The wood from this plant is extensively used for making furniture, bridges, ships, different carriages, and also in the matchbox industries. Next, number 5 is the Holong tree, which is also termed as the state tree of Assam, and it is botanically termed as Dipterocarpus macrocarpus from the family Dipterocarpaceae. It is extensively used for construction purposes and in the making of plywood, railway sleepers, etc. So, this is all about the different types of important timber yielding plants of Assam. Try to remember the entire table under this topic very minutely, and this is a very important topic which comes in your final AHSSC exam. Okay, now let's move to the next type of plant resource of Assam, that is the drug yielding plants or the medicinal plants. Now those plants which can produce different types of drugs or medicines, that is those plants which are having medicinal values, actually fall under this category. And the important drug yielding plants are named here. So the first one is Rauwolfia, which is commonly termed as Sarpagandha or Indian snake root, and is known scientifically as the Rauwolfia serpentina, belonging to the family Apocynaceae. And the parts from these plants which can be used in the production of drugs are the roots and leaves mainly. This plant helps in the extraction of a chemical termed as reserpine, which in turn is a very important one against the snake venom. Okay, it can protect the human beings from the snake bites, and also can be used in the treatment of patients having high blood pressure, insomnia, and different nerve related problems. Okay, the next one is the uh, cinchona plant, which is scientifically termed as Cinchona officinalis, and it belongs to the family Rubiaceae. The bark of this plant is generally used in the production of a very important drug named as quinine, which in turn is one of the most adequate medicine for the treatment of malaria till date. Okay, and it is also used sometimes as the antiseptics. Okay, the next one is the Indian ipecac, which is scientifically termed as Psychotria ipecacuanha. Okay, and it belongs to the family Rubiaceae. The main important part of this plant are the roots, which helps in the production of a chemical termed as imitine, which in turn can be used for the treatment of diarrhea, different types of dysenteries, including the amoebic dysentery, etc. Next is a very important medicinal plant, and all of us have heard the name of neem, right? The neem tree. So the scientific name for this is Azadirachta indica, and it comes under the family Meliaceae. Here, in case of the neem tree, it's that much important that all the parts of this tree can be used in the treatment of different types of ailments like fever, different skin disorders, then the stomach and eye problems, etc. Okay, so the next one is once again a very important plant, tulsi. It is also commonly termed as the holy basil. Okay, and its botanical name is Ocimum sanctum. It belongs to the family Lamiaceae, and here the leaves mainly are used for the medicinal purpose. Tulsi actually helps in the treatment of the different asthma related problems, also in case of the other respiratory problems, and different types of skin infections, diabetes, etc. So all of these treatments can be uh, done with the help of the leaves of the tulsi plant. So it's a very important one. The next one is ashwagandha. It is also a very important one. Please try to remember all of this. So it is commonly termed as Indian ginseng, and its scientific name is Withenia somnifera. It belongs to the family Solanaceae, and here also all the parts of this tree is used in the treatment of asthma, different types of ulcers, insomnia, etc. Okay, so all of the plants mentioned here are also very important. Please try to remember all of this. Clear? The next group of plants under the medicinal ones are the amloki or the amla plant, which is commonly termed as Indian gooseberry, and it is scientifically termed as Phyllanthus amblica or Amblica officinalis, and it comes under the family Euphorbiaceae. Here, mainly the fruit of this plant is used for the cataract and other eye related problems, different skin disorders, and also it has anti-aging effects. Okay, this fruit is also highly rich in vitamin C, and also it has different essential antioxidants which help our body to fight different types of infections. Okay, the next is the tea tea plant, which is one of the most important plant resource of our Assam, and the scientific name for tea is Camellia sinensis. It belongs to the family Theaceae, and in case of the tea plant, generally the tea leaves, right, they are used for the production of tea, and it has different types of antioxidant, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory effects. The tea plant also stimulates the immune response, and it reduces the risk of the different cardiac problems like the heart attack and also the stroke. So tea is also a very important plant of Assam, okay, and it is grown in a huge number in our state Assam, and it has a very high medicinal value. Okay, the next is the Ashoka tree. It is scientifically called as Saraka asoka or Saraka indica, and it comes under the family Fabaceae. Here, the bark of the tree is generally used for the treatment of different uterine problems. Clear? Next is the Arjuna tree. It is termed botanically as the Terminalia arjuna, and it belongs to the family Combretaceae. Here also, the bark of the Arjuna tree is used, or it has the medicinal values, and used in the treatment of different heart or cardiac related diseases, different types of ulcers, etc. The next one is bale, okay, and it is scientifically called as Aegle marmelos. It comes under the family Rutaceae, and here the fruit is of medicinal use. It is generally used against acidity and different types of indigestion problems. The next one is Nux vomica. Its common name is Nux vomica, and scientifically it is called as Strychnos nux vomica. It belongs to the family Loganiaceae, and here in case of this plant, the seeds are of medicinal value. It is generally used to treat different types of nerve related disorders and also the gastric problems. Sometimes it is also used as tonic or stimulants. Okay. The next one is Vasaka tree, or which is commonly termed as Bahaktita, and its scientific name is Adhatoda vasica. It comes under the family Acanthaceae. Here the leaves are very important and helps in the treatment of asthma, different types of respiratory disorders, etc. Next is the kalmek, which is also termed as chirata or green chirata, and the scientific name for this is Andrographis paniculata. It also belongs to the family Acanthaceae, and here all the parts of this plant is important for the treatments of fever, then several skin diseases, stomach disorders, intestinal infections, etc. So these are all about the very important medicinal plants of Assam. These are also asked quite often in your exam. So please try to remember these names along with their scientific names, family, the different types of parts used as medicine, okay, and the different like uses of them in the different types of diseases. So please try to remember all of this. The next one, the third type of the plant resources is the fiber yielding plants. These are those plants which help in the production of fiber, which in turn is used for the production of different types of ropes, clothing, etc. So let us just take a look at the different important fiber yielding plants of Assam. The first one is cotton. All of you know, okay. So cotton is scientifically termed as Gossypium arboreum, and it comes under the family Malvaceae. In case of this plant, the fruit of the plant is generally used for making of clothing extensively. That means uh, cotton is one of the most important like industry for making of clothes. Okay. The next important one is jute, and it is termed as Corchorus capsularis, and it also comes under the family Malvaceae. Here the parts of the plant which is generally used is the stem, okay, and jute is extensively used in the making of different types of ropes, okay, mats, carpets, curtains, bags, and all. Okay, so jute is a very important fiber yielding plant. The third one under the fiber yielding plants of Assam is the flax, which is commonly termed as linseed, and the scientific name for this is Linum uscitatissimum. It belongs to the family Linaceae, and here uh, like flax plant is a one which is used in two important purpose. Here the seeds of the flax plant known as the flax seeds are edible, which is used as food, and the stem of the plant is used for producing fiber. Okay, so the flax stem is generally used for the production of textiles, okay, uh, like linen, and it is also used for making different types of bed sheets, garments, etc. So flax is also a very important fiber yielding plant. The next one is silk cotton, which is commonly known as Shimultula, and the scientific name for this is Bombyx ceiba. It also belongs to the family Malvaceae, and here the fruit and bark of the plant is used for making of different types of pillows, different qualities of pillows, cushions, ropes, etc. Okay, the next one here is rami plant, which is also known scientifically as Bohemaria nivea, and it belongs to the family Articaceae. And here also the stem of the plant is used for yielding fiber. Okay, so here what happens, the rami in case of the rami plants, the fiber which is actually produced from its stem is mixed with the cotton and wool, and then it is used to make sweaters, shirts, and different other types of garments. Clear? The next one is coir, and coir is nothing but the means like it is the fibers of the coconut plant, okay, or the fruit of the or the husk of the coconut is generally termed as coir, and here the scientific name is Cocos nucifera. It belongs to the family Ericaceae, and here, as I've already said, that the fruit part is used, and the outer covering of the fruit, that is the coconut, consists of some fiber like structures termed as coconut husk. This the actually the coconut husk forms the coir, and it is used in making mattresses, okay, floor mats, carpets, brushes, etc. So these are all about the important fiber yielding plants of Assam. Try to remember this in details. Okay, so that's all for today's class. In the next class, we will be discussing about the remaining portions of this chapter. Thank you everyone. Thanks a lot for listening to my class. Please stay tuned and subscribe to my channel for the newly updated and uploaded classes. Thank you once again.